This was the first ever Renaissance Gaming live stream, and I want to thank everybody who showed up for it. I did have some technical difficulties during it, in which my connection dropped a couple of times, and YouTube cut out the stream, so the live stream actually got uploaded as 3 different files, which is very messy, so I'm actually going to delete those from my channel, and that's why I'm re-uploading this video of the live stream as one single segment. This should never happen again. All live streams going forward should not have that technical issue, and they will be under the live stream section. But for this one, I just wanted to keep it nice and clean and organized. Thanks again to everyone who showed up and enjoyed this live stream replay in case you did miss it. Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever Renaissance Gaming stream. It's pretty exciting, never done this before, but we're gonna get to it together. Looks like there's 3 of you here, so that's pretty exciting. So, first things first, I want you guys to let me know if the audio level is okay. Usually I take care of that in post-processing, but when it's being live streamed, I don't really know. So I gotta be the boomer here, you know, checking, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me in the back? All that. And then the other thing is I did have some alerts set up as well. So that way when people subscribe and things like that, we should get notifications like this. There we go. Alright, so for this stream, I'm basically going to be doing agility training, and I'm going to be doing it here in Draenor Village. I think I can go all the way up to level 30 here. And so let me actually do the RuneLite plugin for this. I think there's one called Agility right here that should make things easier for me. So let me configure that. Yeah, I guess I just turn it on. Alright. So I think it's, yeah, right there. So it highlights where I need to go for my agility course. So let's go ahead and just get started. Yeah, this is a good thing for me to stream because it's very laid back. It's not very good content for me to just make normal episodes out of, but I also don't want to not show all this process on screen because RuneScape is all about grinding. And so, you know, it is what it is. There's going to be a lot of this. Gonna be going in circles. I think I need to do this multiple times to get to level 40 or 30, whatever I'm going to. Yeah, I think here in Draenor, I'm gonna go all the way to level 30, and then I can go to the Varrock roof course. That's gonna be a little bit better. Okay, I think that completed it. Nice. That's level 11 already. Alright, so we got some Lotro fans in the chat. Maybe I was thinking about if this live streaming thing goes well, that I could do a whole season of Lotro live streamed. Maybe one of the easier seasons if I go back to one of the newer areas like Wildermoor or Yondershire or something like that. That might be fun. I know a majority of my channel was built off of Lotro, so I do want to do something with that as well. I just haven't decided what. Generally for Lotro, I like to record the full season ahead of time and make sure everything is nice and polished, but I don't know, it might be a good idea to try and live stream a full season. Yeah, so the reason I'm doing agility first is because obviously it affects my run stamina, and the faster I can recover that, the better it's going to be for all the episodes moving forward. That way my character can run instead of walk. So ideally I want to go all the way up to level 70 agility, but I think I'm only going to be able to get to level 50 or so through Varrock, because whenever I go train, what's that place called? Somewhere up here. So this course, the Canifis course, I need to be able to do a quest before I can use it. I don't know why these boxes are red. Yes, Don Quixote, I am planning on doing the lower level areas. I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing that. Some of the viewers suggested that I do it after Volume 4 to go back and hit those lower areas. So I may do it then. Hey, Yakovo, thanks for joining in. Oh, I have one of these Marks of Grace. I need to collect 260 of these marks, because then it gives me a graceful outfit that makes my recovery a lot faster for stamina. And you get those by doing these rooftop courses. So whatever agility course you're doing, if it's rooftop, you have a chance of getting those drops. Oh, and I do have this lamp as well that I need to use. So I was reading, and they said that for Ironman, you should use all these lamps on Herblore. I'm gonna go with that strategy. Oh, I need to do the Judic Ritual quest before I can do that, so I'm just gonna hoard the lamp for now. I forgot that some skills are locked behind a quest. You guys are hearing my commentary okay, right? Just to make sure, since this is my first stream and I've never done this before, I just want to make sure everything is going through. I think for the actual RuneScape episodes, if I do a live stream, I'll do like a short little recap at the beginning of the subsequent episode, just in case anyone missed the live stream, they can see it. Nobody's responding to my audio check for the microphone, so who knows? Who knows? Let me actually type in here. Alright, nice. Level 14 agility. Alright, they're saying the audio is just fine. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I just get paranoid whenever I can't control the editing after the fact and everything's being done live. I just want to make sure any problems get fixed right away. So I guess these little boxes on the plugin turn red whenever there's a Mark of Grace that dropped somewhere. Just to kind of let you know. Yeah, so for the Lotro fans, what do you think about the idea of one of the seasons live streaming it? It wouldn't be as consistent because right now I'm doing 3 episodes of Lotro every week on the schedule. But if I were to live stream a season, I would basically not be able to pre-record, obviously. I would just kind of have to do the episodes whenever I have a chance to stream. 15. Yeah, I'm going all the way to 30 here. And then we can switch to Varrock. I think you actually take damage at the Varrock course if you fail one of the obstacles. So I'll have to be careful with that. I do have some chickens in the bank that I cooked up. If you remember the last episode, I was killing chickens for like 2 hours. Looks like I'm not going to be at any risk of running out of stamina while doing this course, which is nice. $16. Wow, these stats are terrible. I'm like level 1 on everything. I need to figure out what I want to do next. Like I said, I want to get 70 agility, but I think I'm going to have to stop at 40 or 50 until I do the Priest Imperial quest, which I think is actually a pretty easy quest to do. I think I might just need to get my combat up a little higher because I think you have to kill a level 30. But I also want to work on thieving a little bit. I want to be able to steal some cakes from the cake stall, because I think those are going to be important for my Ironman accounts. They heal 16 HP, and you can carry a bunch of them, so those are pretty helpful. Especially if I decide to go do Wintertodt. I don't know if I want to do that yet, because I feel like every Ironman does Wintertodt, and that's how they start the account. I kind of want to do something a little different. I don't know. Alright, so I got another mark somewhere. There it is. I'm anticipating that this stream will take about 4 hours to get me to the level that I want, which is going to be level 40. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of this stream is that whenever I stream, I'm going to be streaming in 1080p. I've been recording in full 4K, but I don't think my internet is good enough for me to be able to stream at that quality. So 1080 still looks pretty good, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh wow, I fell down from the rooftop. That hasn't happened yet. So I guess you can fall down from any of these. Level 18. Making some progress. Wow, I fell again. Another mark. 4 out of 260. I think it's 260. $19. Hey Tim, yeah, this is definitely going to be archived. I'm not sure, since this is my first live stream, I think it automatically just gets uploaded. But either way, I'm also making a local recording of this, just in case. So yeah, these will all get archived and uploaded. And then, like I said, if you are watching the actual RuneScape series, then whenever I do an actual episode, I will do a short recap of any live streams that occurred previous to that. Probably just do like a 30-second edited clip of what you missed on the live stream. Because I don't know how long you've been here, but as you can see, this is basically just me endlessly clicking. Not too much interaction. I'm not doing too much commentary unless somebody says something in the chat, so it may not be the most exciting thing to watch. The thing I noticed though with YouTube is that any live streams, they don't go under the video tabs. Whenever you go to my channel, there's going to be like a live tab, and that's where you have to click to see those. But I'm also going to be putting these live streams in the actual Old School RuneScape playlist, wherever they belong. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, for sure. Appreciate all your support throughout the years. So here on the top left, it says laps until goal. So I wonder if I bring up the agility thing and I go to settings, if I can set my goal somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't really show. Doesn't really show if I can set a goal here. That's alright. I was hoping I could put like what level I'm trying to get to and it would tell me how many laps I need to do to get there. But doesn't look like it. Level 21. 9 more, and then I can go to Varrock. Hey, Gasper. It's just because I'm not talking. Hopefully you can hear this, though. Yeah, welcome to RuneScape grind. It's just endless clicking. There's really not much to talk about, but I figured I'd live stream this. That way I don't just completely skip over it. And then that anybody that wants to drop by and chat, we can do that too. But otherwise, I really don't have much to commentate on here. Hopefully as the channel grows a little bit, the live streams grow a little bit, more people watch, and then there's more interaction in the chat and I can talk a little bit more. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so I plan on doing this for about 4 hours. I think that's about how long it's going to take me to get my agility up to level 40. And so you can imagine, if I'm just going through this rooftop here, clicking around for 4 hours, there's not going to be much to talk about. Unless you guys chat in the chat, of course I'll respond. Yeah, so with agility, if you train that, you recover your stamina faster. So if you look over here, this is how much I can run for. So I have 100 stamina and my character can run. Depending on what he's carrying, the more weight he's carrying, this depletes faster. And it's a big pain in the butt whenever I'm walking instead of running. So if you train your agility, basically this will recover faster. So I figured for this playthrough, the best thing for me to do is try to grind my agility up initially. That way I can run more efficiently and everything downstream from that is going to be faster. So I'm doing this Draenor rooftop course until I get to level 30. I just hit 22, and then once I get to level 30 I can go to Varrock and do that rooftop course, and then I'll try to get to level 40 there. And then once you get to level 40, the best place to go is actually this little village here, Canifis, but in order to get to that village, I'll have to do a quest. So for now, I'm just going to get to level 40, and then I'll probably record a few more actual episodes, do more quests so I can access that region. And eventually, my goal is going to be to get agility all the way to 70. That should give me a pretty good recovery. And then also, whenever you're doing these rooftop courses, these things can drop. Forgot what they're called. Yeah, Mark of Grace. And once you have 260 Mark of Grace, you can get what's called a Graceful Armor set, which further increases how fast you can recover stamina by like 30%, I think. So once I'm level 70 and I have that full Graceful set, it should be very easy for me to maneuver around the overworld. Hey, what's up, Danny? Are you still merchanting those scrolls on here? Or did the price collapse? Did you at least sell out in time to recover most of your money? $5. Didn't you buy them for like 13? Alright, as long as you broke even, that's pretty good. Yeah, you shouldn't merchant those low volume items, man. It's too risky. You should try to merchant things that get sold a lot. You should probably research that new sailing skill and figure out what sort of resources will be helpful for that, because I'm sure the price is going to jump up a lot whenever the skill actually does release. Yeah, I guess you could go for the big margin items. Whenever I trade, I think it's, I don't know, I like the penny stock kind of thing. Thousands of items for little profit. How much money do you have right now? Are you just waiting on scrolls, or are you gonna merchant other things? Alright, 23. 7 to go till I can go to Varrock. $39 mil, that's pretty good. I think you told me you were like 33 a few days ago. What are the scrolls again? What are they actually called? And what do they do? Teleport to target? So what does the spell do? Man, it's so weird that I've played this game for over a decade on and off, but I still know, like, nothing about it. Oh, so is that like a PvP thing? So you can teleport right next to a player if you're doing melee? Is that what it's used for? Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard of Bounty Hunter, but I'm not actually sure what that is. I'm assuming some sort of mini game. So I've been grinding agility for about as long as this stream has been up, which right now it says 52 minutes for me, but I had like a pre-stream thing that lasted about 10 minutes. So I've probably been doing this for about 40 minutes. But from level 1 to 10, I used 2 magic lamps that I got as a reward for quests to get the agility to 10, because in order for you to be able to start this Draenor rooftop course, you have to be level 10. So I did a little bit of research. For me to get all the way to level 40, it's probably going to take 4 hours total. Yeah, I'm getting the marks. Yeah, you can see I have 10 here in my inventory. This RuneLight plugin, I don't know if you've noticed, but you know, the boxes are green here for whenever you have to click, but whenever a mark drops, it turns red. So that way you know there's a mark somewhere on the roof. Yeah, I'm not going to the wilderness as a hardcore Ironman, no thanks. Yeah, I'm staying here. I'm at level 23. I'm staying here till level 30, and then I can move to the Varrock rooftop course, which should give me even more experience, should make it a little faster. But I need to be level 30 for that. And then I've also researched that if you do this course here in Canifis, it gives decent experience, but this is kind of where you gain the most amount of marks. So you can get a lot of marks there. Yeah, any rooftop course that you do gives the marks. But that Canifis one apparently is dramatically increased drop rate. I've said it a few times, but I think you need 260 of them to get the full graceful set. Yeah, I looked up some guides on how to train agility, and they did say that that wilderness course is one of the fastest ones, but they also said that that's a heavily camped place for PKers. Oh, you were there for 4 or 5 hours in the wilderness and didn't get attacked or anything? I don't know, because if you look, you can see that I'm a hardcore Ironman. And so I think I would have a big target on my back. Either way, I don't want to risk it. I think eventually, for different quests and tasks and things like that, I'll have to get in the wilderness, but I want to put that off as much as I can. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit more forgotten nowadays. One of the guys that I looked at, they said it's heavily camped, but that was just one person saying it, so who knows? Apparently, agility is one of the more tedious skills to get to 99. I think the path is from level 10 to 30, you do this Draenor course, and then from 30 to 40, you do Varrock, and then 40 to 50, you do that Canifis course for the marks. 50 to 60, you do the Falador rooftop course. 60 to 72, you do the Sears Village, and then from there, there's the, I forgot what it's called, the Sepulchre minigame that you can do all the way to 99. And that minigame gives you a lot of money too, apparently. So, how long am I grinding agility for? I'm gonna go, for this stream, I'm gonna try to get to level 40. The thing is, after level 40, yeah, you go to Canifis, but you need to do a quest. So that's why I'm gonna stop there for the moment. And then I'll probably record a few more just actual episodes of Old School RuneScape and do more quests, because I need to do the Priest and Peril in order to get there. But ideally, I want to get to level 70 agility with the full graceful set, and then start working on other things. So for this stream, I'm going to get to 40, then I'll probably do a few more episodes, maybe do a few other things, and then go back to agility all the way to 70. The Priest and Peril quest is not too bad. The only thing is that I need to kill a couple of level 30 monsters, and my combat's not the best, so I probably need to train my combat a little bit more. I only have 10 strength, attack, and defense. I think one of the monsters you can safe spot with magic, but I don't have any magic either, so I gotta work on that too. I've been getting the free runes from that mage tutor in Lumbridge, so I've been stacking up some free runes here. And cast Wind Strike a few times. No, I'm not gonna... I don't know if you can even physically pick up items that other players drop on the ground as an Iron Man, but if you can, I'm still not gonna do that. Just as a self-imposed rule. I think technically Iron Man cannot even do it. Because that's a big workaround, you know? Like, you can't trade with players, but what if you have a friend drop you something nice and then you just pick it up? That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, the no shop thing's been challenging because I was thinking, you know, once I'm done here and ready to go to the Varrock course, there's the guy here at the Draenor Market that sells a little teleport scroll that you can take to Varrock. So I was gonna do that, but then I remembered I'm not using shop, so I actually can't buy that. I'll have to run to Varrock. No, I don't think that's true. I think that there are a few monsters that drop the Dragon Scimitar. So you can grind some monster kills and get it. It's just gonna be that much more difficult though. Yeah, pretty much every item that I need, I look up on the Old School RuneScape wiki and see where I can get it. So if it's like in the overworld and I can pick it up, I do that, that's fine. Otherwise, it's from monster drops. So even little things are very annoying. Like I was planning to do the Witch's Potion quest, which is technically very easy, but you need an Eye of Newt, which normally you just buy at the shop, but to get it is a bit of a pain. I think I'll have to go kill, I think it is zombies or something, and it's a pretty low drop rate. It's like 1 in 50. So even for simple things like that, it's gonna turn into a grind. I'm dreading Herblore. I haven't looked too much into it, but I'm wondering how I'm going to get fast experience if I can't even buy vials. No, I'm not free to play. I got members. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to be doing the agility right now, because that's a members only thing. See, the thing turns red whenever there's a mark that fell, so that way you know to pick it up. Yeah, this RuneLight thing is really nice. There's all sorts of really good plugins that make the game a lot easier. I should train on crabs for combat, I'm assuming you meant? Yeah, I've seen that. That it's a pretty AFK combat thing. Don't you need a quest to access that area, though? The main thing that's going to be a pain for me is gear. So for right now, all I have in terms of a weapon is a bronze dagger. Because I can't just go to the shop and buy like a steel scimitar or something like that. So I have to actually look up how to get weapons and gear and things like that. I think there's a quest in Camelot that's really easy to do, and it gives you the Excalibur sword, which generally is kind of junky, but for Iron Man, apparently it's pretty good. So I might look into that. Yeah, my HP sucks, so I'm doing just very beginner-friendly things right now as an Iron Man, trying to avoid any big combat. I think I could also do the Demon Slayer quest, which I think is pretty easy, and you get the Demon Slayer sword out of it. That is probably way better than a bronze dagger that I have right now. Oh no, did my connection drop? I think I'm back. Yeah, my internet went down. Oh god, now my password's wrong here. I can't do a connected Ethernet connection because I don't have a plug here where my station is, so I have to rely on the Wi-Fi, which sucks, but oh well. What happened when the stream went down? Did it just keep trying to refresh, or did it stop the stream and start a new one? Yeah, the Wi-Fi I have is actually pretty good. I think what happens with the drops is that I use a VPN, and I've noticed that whenever I'm using the VPN, sometimes my Wi-Fi drops for a few seconds every once in a while. Alright, 4 more levels here. I don't know about... I've always heard that the 5.2 gigahertz increases the range, but decreases the strength of the connection, while the 2.4 is shorter range, but stronger connection. That's what I've heard, just kind of generally looking into it. Okay, so maybe I had that backwards. You're saying 5.2 is lower range but stronger connection. Okay, I guess I had that backwards. Yeah, maybe after this I'll try to switch my connection to 5.2 then and see how it goes. Alright, I'll try 5.2. I had that backwards. I've also noticed whenever I'm uploading stuff, sometimes my connection gets a little bit less stable. Like whenever I'm uploading YouTube videos, sometimes the connection will drop for a couple seconds every once in a while. So obviously since I'm streaming and uploading, maybe it's kind of stressing it a little bit. Why would you say build him out as a pure? I think pures only makes sense if you're doing PvP. For a general main type of character that's doing quests, I think it doesn't really matter if it's pure or not. In fact, I think defense is probably good for me. Yeah, but I think even regardless of what armor you can wear, just having those defense levels makes it more difficult for monsters to hit you. I don't know if you're aware, but whenever you do a Hardcore Ironman, you get a free Hardcore Ironman armor. Which I think is equivalent of like a steel armor set. I don't know about that, but I think it's kind of like wearing a steel armor set. Oh yeah, I know that prayer is super important. I'm kind of compulsive about burying every bone, even if it's just regular bones. My prayer is already 14. I don't know if you watched episode 4 of the series, but I did some farming to kill chickens to get feathers, and then also to get my strength, attack, defense up to 10, and I buried every single bone there. Yeah, the only thing with prayer is, you know, if my prayer is relatively low, let's say like level 50, I would probably still need prayer potions to replenish it. And prayer potions are going to be difficult to obtain when I'm not using shops or trading or anything like that. So even if I am able to use defensive spells, I'll have to use them very carefully before I run out of prayer points. Oh, that's right, you can do the prayer taking thing. I'll have to learn how to do that when it's actually time to use it. Alright, 27, nice. I'm trying to think about what I want to do after I get the 40 agility. I think I'll probably do some of the beginner quests in Varrock. I think there's a handful of them that I can do without many requirements. I think I also want to get thieving up a little bit, so I can steal cakes from the cake stall. I think those are super important for Iron Man. It's a good source of food, because you can carry a lot of heals. Since I think you eat cakes in 4 chunks. I'm also tempted to start grinding magic just because I could really use teleports. I feel so limited when I have to run everywhere and I can't teleport anywhere. I don't know, it's kind of difficult. Hey, it's time. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I try to keep my channel pretty old school. You know, I try to keep editing to a minimum. I don't try to be too clickbaity with anything. Like RuneScape, if you watch a lot of RuneScape series, it's super heavily edited. I try to keep it very casual, very laid back, taking you guys every step of the way. So yeah, I appreciate you being a channel member, and I definitely appreciate the comment. Am I gonna do early grinding on mining and smithing? Probably. I just don't know when I'm gonna fit that in. For right now, I'm working on the agility. Like I said, probably next I'll do a few quests, beginner quests. As a new account, there's just so many different directions that you can take it. There's so many things you can do that it's kind of hard to stay organized. Pretty much anything that you do on an early level account is a good idea. You know, if I were to grind mining and smithing, that's a good idea. If I were to do agility, that's a good idea. Thieving, it's a good idea. Everything's a good idea to do early. Yeah, I heard that the full graceful set for agility is a game changer. When I was looking it up, you know, they're saying that pretty much everybody just wears that everywhere. It makes you recover your stamina 30% faster. That's a big difference. Yeah, the teleports are very nice. Once you unlock all the teleports, you can basically get anywhere you want. The problem with this Iron Man account is that not only do I have to train the magic to get the teleport, but I also have to get the runes instead of buying the runes, so that's a bit of a problem too. And then all the gem teleports, like, well, I don't know what they're called, but there are a few like amulets and rings that if you rub them, they teleport you. Most of the time you can just buy those, but with this account I'll have to actually make them, which is tricky. I don't know, farming regular bones, I think that tapers out after a while because they barely give any experience. So once your prayer level is high enough, you kind of want to be doing at least like big bones or something like that. Let me see the magic here. So the Lumbridge teleport doesn't make much sense because there's a home teleport. I'm looking for the Camelot teleport. What level is that? 45. And require... Pretty much all the teleports need law runes. So I need to find a way to grind out law runes somewhere. Maybe rune crafting would be something that I need to do earlier on so I can start stockpiling all the runes that I'm going to need, since I can't just buy them. I might look into rune crafting, actually. One of the rune farming spots in Mage's Tower. I'm not sure if there are runes to farm there. I don't know. I do remember way back in the day that was a good spot to train early magic levels, because over at the Wizard's Tower there's like a demon behind the gate, and people used to just shoot at that demon, and that was good early magic levels. But it's time. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how I'm doing this, but oh, I have to... I got a random event here with Evil Bob, but let me go around one more time because he's stuck on that roof. Yeah, it's time. The other thing is that I am doing an Ironman account, and I'm also doing a no shop rule, so I can't just buy runes. I have to actually farm them for monsters or make them myself or something like that. Hey, Dark Elf 609, come with me if you like fishing. Or has this amulet of human speak broken again? God, what is this thing? Should I click yes? I guess I have to, right? If I like fishing? I don't know, Alright, let's just do it. Huh? Where am I? On my island. Take me to your leader. I am your leader. You are but a slave. I'm not a slave, I'm a free man. Ha 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 ha. I mean, Evil Bob, of course. I forgot what this random event is. I don't know, like, what you do here. I need help. I've been kidnapped by an evil cat. Meow. I can't help you. He'll kill us all. Now you listen to me. He's just a little cat. There must be something I can do. Fish. Give him fish. He likes... And he might fall asleep. Look, over there. The fishing spot contains fish he likes. Evil Bob's servant points to a fishing spot. Okay, so it's the one that's standing up. So that one right there. Do I have anything to fish with? I don't know, man. I don't know how this random event works. There's a fishing net here, though. That's good. Okay. There you go. Now the fishing thing's popped up. Yeah, I like the RuneScape music. You catch... What is this? Is it a fish? And it's cooked already? Alright, let me... give it to the cat. What are you giving me? Cooked fish. What am I going to do with that? Uncook it first. Uncook it? You heard me. There's a cold fire by the trees. Now get to uncooking. Alright. That's delicious. Now let me take a little cat nap. And how do I get out of here? Evil Bob has fallen asleep. Come quickly. Come where? Away from this place, to Gielinor. You go, Dark Elf 609. I don't belong there. I belong here, in Scape Rune. This is the only place I ever get to go. Alright then. I'll be off. See you around. I guess I can just leave through the portal. Be seeing you. Now what was that all about? Did that really happen? You feel somehow that you become better at fishing. Oh my gosh. That got me all the way to level 8 fishing. That was totally worth it. I'll take it. Yeah, Danny, I remember when RuneScape 2 came out, one of the things that really bothered me about it was the music. I hated the music. I thought it was so cheesy. But it's really, really grown on me over the years. And I love the RuneScape soundtrack here. Alright, 28 agility. I'm ready for a change of scenery. I'm eager to get to level 30 and go to Varrock. Nah, you're not a psycho. I think a lot of people did that. I always turned off the music as well. I'd usually have something else on in the background. And also, if you look a lot of the RuneScape videos here on YouTube, people play without the music, or they'll have a different soundtrack going on. Not many people actually play with the organic music, if you will. Oh yeah, then you're definitely a psycho. Playing every game without sound. Oh yeah, Yakovo, I know what you mean. I remember way back in the day, you know, with the big CRT monitors for the computer that had the little speakers next to it. And so if you played any sound, the whole family would hear it, so I know what you mean. Especially when you used to sneak out of bed. I don't know if you did that, but I did that. I remember sneaking out of bed to play Age of Empires on the one family computer, and so I had to turn the sound off because all they had was speakers. There were no like headphones or anything. Game music is so important though. I know I've mentioned this in a lot of my videos over the years, but for whatever reason, all of my favorite games have amazing soundtrack. And I don't know if there's a correlation there or not, but it seems like it's related. Like the games with the best music are the ones that I tend to like the most. Like the Zelda franchise, Lord of the Rings Online, Gauntlet Dark Legacy, the Stronghold series. All those games have amazing soundtracks. One of the best soundtracks is Pokemon, is it a trading card game for Game Boy Color? I don't know if I've heard of that game. Man, I have so many games on my to-do list. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything. It's more work than it seemed. When I started the channel, I feel like it was so easy and quick for me to make videos, but I don't know if I'm getting old or something, but it feels like it's taking me so much longer to record games and get everything done. I feel less efficient somehow. Yeah, no worries, Danny. Sweden, huh? Interesting. It's cool to see fans from all over the world on this channel. I like that a lot. No, I didn't know it was the holiday of Midsummer, but I think you're right. I think today is officially the... Is it today that's the summer equinox? I think so. It must be if it's Midsummer. I don't know why you reminded me of this, but when I was a kid, when I was like 4 or 5 or something, my neighbor was from Sweden, and his kid was like my best friend ever. Had a very Swedish name. His name was Lars. Alright, 29 agility, just one more level, and I can go to the next rooftop course in Varrock. Looking forward to that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting seeing fans from all over the world. Like my Stronghold, not Stronghold, Knights of Honor 2. When I did that game, it was really popular in Saudi Arabia for whatever reason. There was like so many Saudi Arabian people watching that and commenting. And when I did Knights of Honor 1, there were a lot of Eastern Europeans. Lots of people from Bulgaria, Romania. So what I love about YouTube is that when you go to your channel analytics, you can see where people are watching from specific to each video. It's kind of cool. Most of you are from the US though, I think like 80%. I'm actually getting a lot of these tokens. I already have 18. All right, looks like this is going to be the last lap for Draenor. Exciting. So, I've been grinding for as long as the stream has been up. So, if you watch the actual episode for the Old School RuneScape series, in episode 4, I did a couple of quests that gave me some agility lamps that got me all the way to level 10 agility. And that allows me to start this Draenor rooftop course. So ever since then, it's been for however long the stream's been going, which according to my counter is an hour and 40 minutes. However, I did have like 10 minutes of a pre-stream thing. So maybe an hour and a half. Alright, level 30 though, we can finally go to Varrock. Let's get out of here. Yeah, big milestone, because we can go to a different agility course. Let me see the easiest way to get there. So, you know what? I'm going to teleport home to Lumbridge, get a few runes, and then go north from there. Like I said, there is a guy here in the village that sells a teleport to Varrock that I could buy, but since I'm doing a no shop rule, I can't use that. So let me just go home. Yeah, so I guess from 10 to 30, it took about an hour and a half. And then let's see from 30 to 40 how long it's going to take. I'm almost tempted to pickpocket to get level 5 thieving. Should I do that? Nah, let's do that separately. Let's do that separately. I'll do that another time. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this mage instructor gives you free air and mind runes every 30 minutes, as long as you don't have any in your bank and in your inventory. So what you can do is you can drop these, and then you can claim, and then she gives you 30, and then you just pick up the ones you dropped. So especially for an Ironman, which I can't buy runes or anything like that, it's very useful. Make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, see, I need to I'm already going the wrong way. I should have crossed the bridge. Cross the bridge and then go north. I remember these chickens for sure. If you watched episode 4, you know what I'm talking about. It's grinding those chickens for like 2 hours. So where does the agility actually start in Varrock? Let me see. There should be a little icon. I'm not seeing it though. Oh, I see it right here. At the general store. Yeah, the stamina is draining a lot slower. I did notice that too. I might need to let her recover a little bit once I actually get to where I'm going. Oh, we're gonna hit the dreaded 0. My God. It drains slowly, but if you look, it also recovers very slowly. 7.5 minutes to get back up to 100%. That's painful. So we're gonna have to walk here in the beginning, doing this course. Let's do it though. Oh, that is painful. The walk is painful. When I was looking up how to do this, I did come across the fact that they said that you may run out of stamina while doing this course. So it's not like the Draenor one where my run speed is always going to be activated. It's a much longer course for sure. Going like all over Varrock here. So I did the Draenor rooftop course 101 times to get from 10 to 30. Okay. So that finished. So this is a medium task here in the Varrock area as well to do this course. I don't know if there's food that regenerates stamina, but there are potions that regenerate stamina. There are stamina potions. But like I've mentioned, unfortunately, with this Ironman rule, I can't trade with any other players or anything like that. Just as an added challenge, so it's not like I can just go to the Grand Exchange and buy some. But hopefully, you know, I'm waiting for this to get back to maybe like 90, and then I'll turn the run back on. Big Red Japan. Give me a wave as I went by. You know what? I'm not even paying attention to any chat in here. Apparently, it will take 2 hours to get to level 40 doing this, and I fell down and took some damage. I don't even know where I am right now. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's kind of annoying to fall down, man. Oh well. Yes, Yakovo, I do certainly have plans to do the achievement diaries. And again, there's so many things that you can do as a beginner account that I don't know when I'm actually going to be doing those. Like I said, I do want this to be a 100% series, but if you know anything about RuneScape, you know that that's like a fantasy. There are players that have been putting thousands of hours into this and they can't 100% the game, so I'm taking it one step at a time. So the first step is to complete every quest in the game. Doesn't mean I won't be doing any other things during that process, but once I get all the quests done, then I'll set a new goal, which may be, hey, let me do all the achievements, or let me get all these skills to 99. I don't know. We're just taking it one step at a time. I know that doing the achievement diaries, depending on what it is, unlocks a lot of different perks, so it may make sense to do them at specific times. Oh, my run thing is up to 100%. I didn't even notice. Let me turn it on. It's much better with the run enabled. Ah, come on. It's very odd. This guy's just like encouraging everybody who's running by. Ah. I'll have to keep an eye on my health, actually. Because, although unlikely, it is possible that I could die, so... need to make sure. I do have chickens in the bank. Worst comes to worst, I can always eat food. See? 2 falls in a row. I'm down to 9 health. Alright, 31. I'm out of stamina again. Need to let it recover a little bit. All right, 32. I guess your stamina recovers a little bit upon successful completion of a task here on the agility course. I didn't know that. I noticed I get a lot less marks of grace here in Varrock than I was getting in Draenor. The experience is better, but I'm not getting as many marks. That's okay though, that's not the primary motive right now. I think eventually I'll get to 260 no matter what, so... not too worried. Especially when I switch over. I always forget the name of the town. I always gotta look it up. Canifis. Whenever I switch over to Canifis, I should be getting a lot of marks there. Hey, thanks, Strife. I do appreciate that. I think that's kind of what I go for. I want to make sure things are cozy, relaxing, fun. You can have it up on like a second monitor as you're working on things. Never a fan of the content that's very jumpy and sporadic and heavily edited and large explosive music. I like the laid-back attitude. I'll be honest, it's not the most popular thing in the world. I think I could have a lot more channel growth if I adapted my style, but it's what I like to do, and it's the audience that I've built up over time. That's what they enjoy as well, so happy to keep doing it like this. Out of curiosity, which video has brought you to the channel? What series kind of got you in? All right, 33. 7 more levels, guys. What quest line am I doing next? I think since I'm going to be finishing up the stream here in Varrock once I hit level 40, I'm probably going to do some of the quests that don't have many requirements here in this area. So specifically, I think Gertrude's cat is a good one to get started on. That way I can start raising cats, because I think you can trade them for death runes later on. And then also Romeo and Juliet is another quest that's here that doesn't have any requirements. So those are a couple of good ones, I think. And then I want to start looking towards the quests that will open up more areas for me. So like I mentioned earlier on in the stream, Priest in Peril is going to be important, because without that quest, I can't continue training my agility. I mean, I can, but just at a less efficient rate. So I want to look into getting that done. Also, I think Druidic Ritual is important for me to get started so I can unlock Herblore, because that's a difficult one to train on Ironman. And so I need to start using these lamps on Herblore, and I can't do that until I complete that quest. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't planned it 100% yet. But basically just some of the low requirement beginner quests here in Varrock. Demon Slayer might be another good one that I can start here. I just don't remember how much combat I need to fight the demon at the end. I think I have enough prayer to where I can protect myself, but I'll have to look into it, make sure I can actually do it before I start it. There's also a mini game here at the Varrock Museum. I forgot what it's called, but if you answer all the questions right at the museum, you get some experience in Slayer and Hunter. So to get the Slayer started, that will be good as well. There are lots of things I can do here in Varrock. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest, as much as I've played this game on and off throughout the years, I never really got too much into Slayers, so I don't know too much about it. I understand the basics of how it works and all that, but I never got too deep into training it. I know it's a super important skill and it's a great way to make money later on, but I don't know. I did look that there are like some little cave crawler things here in the sewers in Varrock that I think I'm going to need to kill. They're like level 6 and they're Slayer monsters. And the reason I need to kill those is to get Eyes of Newt. Because I'm going to need Eyes of Newt for a quest and then maybe even for some herb lore. And since I can't just buy them, I need to farm them. And I was looking at ways to do that. And it looks like one of the Slayer creatures here in the Varrock sewers might be one of the best way to do that. Yeah, the main thing that's kind of got me worried is actually just the combat gear. I really don't know where to get my combat gear at if I can't buy it. Because yeah, I could grind a little bit of mining and smithing, but in order to get something more substantial like a mithril or adamant set, that takes way too much grinding. So I'm not really sure where to get my weapons and armor from. If anyone more experienced has any ideas where I can get some beginner level gear from monsters or drops or anything like that, feel free to let me know. I'm not sure what I'm going to focus on. I always assumed that I should just go with melee up front. That's probably what I'll go with, just because that's actually going to be the most useful overall, number one. And number two, it's probably going to be the easiest on an Ironman account, because if I'm going to be training ranged, I'm going to have to make all my own arrows. So that's a lot of work. And then if I'm going to be doing magic mainly, I'm going to be having to make all my own runes, and that's a lot of work. So melee just seems like the natural, easier choice. Although I might get some early levels, you know, maybe like 40 magic, 40 ranged, just so I can safe spot some enemies early on. All right, 34. 6 more. I don't know if my stream stuttered there for a second. I thought my connection was about to drop. Yeah, you're right. There are definitely a lot of quests that give some gear. I talked earlier about the Excalibur sword that you get from one of the quests that apparently is pretty good for Iron Man. But I don't know. I think that whenever I'm ready to start getting better gear, I'll just kind of look up specific things that I can use and where I can get them. So for example, like a steel scimitar, I can look that up on Old School RuneScape wiki and see what monsters drop them, and then maybe just farm those monsters. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing whenever I needed stuff. The only problem is when it's difficult. Like if I need to kill a monster that's difficult to kill to get a steel scimitar, it's that much more difficult because I can't even use the optimal weapon for it. So I don't know, I'm just gonna have to take it one piece of gear at a time. Yeah, Strife, I agree. I definitely think it's gonna be monster drops. Or maybe early on, like I said, I could just grind a few levels of mining and smithing. But I don't know. Because you kind of outgrow a steel set pretty quickly, and then in order to get a mithril set, that's a lot of grinding for mining and smithing, I think, so it may not be so useful. I also need to look at the specific stats of my Hardcore Ironman set that I got and see how it compares to other armor sets to see how long I should actually be using that for. I think once I get to the point where I have like a full rune set and a rune scimitar, that should be good enough for a good while, I think. I shouldn't need to upgrade until later on after that. Alright, 35. 5 more levels. Wow, I've only done this course 40 times. It feels like I've been here all my life. That was the 40th lap. You know, Danny, I'm not too sure about that Ironman armor. In fact, I never even looked at the stats to see what it's comparable to. I told you earlier that it's like a steel set, but to be fully honest with you, I pulled that out of my ass. I have no idea how good that armor actually is. I think beyond armor, I most need a weapon. Because I can't just keep using that bronze dagger, man. It's painful. I'm actually thinking about working on my magic next, so I can safe spot enemies without having to train my combat too much. That way I can do a lot more quests. I don't know. It's like I was telling you earlier, it's hard to figure out what to do on a brand new account like this, because you could work on just about anything and make it make sense. Oh no, am I dropping my connection again? I think my connection's dropping. Dang it. Okay, we're back. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. I got disconnected, and apparently the disconnect lasted too long and YouTube shut down the stream, and it was kind of a pain to start it back up because it was still processing the old one. So I'm sorry, this is definitely something I'll look towards during the next stream. I'll see how I can stabilize my connection. I think it's because I'm using a VPN and sometimes that kind of messes things up. So I'll probably turn that off when I'm streaming. I don't know. I'll figure it out so we don't have this issue again. I do apologize to anybody who was in the stream earlier. It's probably too early in this next one for any of you to be back in here hearing anything. But anyways, that's what's going on there. Let me get my chat set up here on the side. Alright. Yeah, 0 viewers. I'm telling all this to nobody. So I'll wait until a few of you are back in here. And we'll go from there, I guess. Alright, I'm all set up. Okay. Yes, we're live, Yakovo. I'm sorry about that. I just gave a big explanation, but I probably should have waited to explain because there was no one here, obviously, as soon as the stream started. But yeah, I disconnected for a few seconds, and it was maybe a second too long, and YouTube shut down the stream. And then it was processing the old stream, so I couldn't start this new one. It was kind of a pain. I'll definitely look at how to prevent that from happening for future streams. I think it's my VPN, so I think I'm just gonna stream with it off. It's kind of annoying because now the stream is broken up into 2 parts instead of 1. Oh well. Drives me nuts when things aren't organized. So right before I crashed, you had made a comment about magic being very helpful, especially when you're casting Fire Strike, and I agree. I'm trying to think about where I can get a Fire Staff, though, because that's almost a must if you're going to train using that skill. I have to look at the drop table for the Fire Staff, see what kind of monsters drop it. Let me pin a message here about the first stream. All right, very good. I don't know, Danny. That's my suspicion. Every once in a while, my internet will kind of flutter off for 1 or 2 seconds. And just from playing around with it, I noticed that if I turn the VPN off, that stops happening. So I do think the VPN has something to do with it. So I'm just going to turn it off and hope for the best here. And then after this stream, I'm going to try to do what you suggested and try to switch my Wi-Fi over to the 5.2 just to see if I get a little bit more stability. It's just a pain, you know, because YouTube just automatically shuts off the stream. It wasn't, I mean, my disconnect was only like 30 seconds, but even then, YouTube just automatically shut off the stream. Hey, Geodbox Gaming, welcome in. I don't know if you were in the first part of the stream before it crashed, but if you were, welcome back. If not, just welcome overall. $36. 4 more levels. 4 more levels and we'll be out of here. Well, welcome back then, Geobox. Yeah, I'm thinking about going up to my attic and dropping down an Ethernet wire to the wall here and then pulling it through and doing a wired connection, but I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I don't know how to do that. I'd have to figure it out. Yeah, doing Pokemon Red was a lot of fun. I I really enjoyed doing that playthrough. That series was an absolute nightmare to edit. I don't know if you noticed like the little animated Pokemon on the left of my current team, but it looks simple, but to edit those things in was a giant pain because I had to put the GIFs in there and you couldn't like stretch out the GIF. You had to basically duplicate them over and over again. It just made editing a complete nightmare. I don't know if anyone cares about that. I don't know why I'm rambling about it. But yeah, I really want to do the next generation Pokemon game. The first generation, like Pokemon Red, it's really not too bad to complete the Pokedex. Now, once you start getting to Generation 2 and 3, it gets progressively harder, so it's going to be much more challenging. Yeah, whenever I do a Pokemon game, I am 100% going to be getting all the Pokemon for sure. You're saying the stream is choppy, Danny? It says excellent connection on my YouTube channel here. Might be on your end this time. Is it still acting choppy for you? It says excellent connection here. And from the preview I'm seeing, it looks pretty smooth. Stream health, excellent. Stream health is excellent. That's what it says. It's got a little green circle too. I like green. Sorry, I got distracted here. I'm looking over at the stream settings. Alright, Geodebox says it's fine on his end, so... Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna get around to doing the next Pokemon game. I just have so many things I want to do. I like the Hitman series, I'm doing the Professor Layton series, I need to continue doing my Zelda series. There's just so many games on my to-do list. And then, of course, I have the Lord of the Rings Online series that's going on perpetually, and... Of course, I decided to take this project on with Old School RuneScape. Yeah, whenever I do the next Pokemon game, it's definitely going to be a Gen 2 game, so... Either Gold, Silver, or Crystal, and I'm definitely leaning towards Pokemon Crystal. Do you know what the difference is between Crystal and Gold, Silver? Is there a major difference? I played Silver and Gold, but I never tried Crystal. I know they're considered all three Gen 2, but is there like a major difference between Crystal and Gold, Silver? I'm assuming it might be kind of like, you know, Crystal is to Gold and Silver as Yellow was to Blue and Red. Like, it's still kind of the same game, but maybe just a different core mechanic where you have Pikachu following you around or something. Okay, so they're just a version exclusive Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, that's true between any game. They'll all have their version exclusives. Yeah, so I'll definitely do something like I did with the Pokemon Red playthrough, where I kind of speed run the other versions of the generation just to get the version exclusives. I know the thing that's probably going to be most difficult on the next game is going to be... God, I forgot what they're called, but there's like 3 Pokemon that scatter throughout the world. And they're like very difficult to find. You guys know what I'm talking about? Alright, so I guess Ho-Oh is... Yeah, the elemental dogs. That's it. So Ho-Oh is higher level in Crystal. Yeah, I've heard some nightmare stories about trying to get the elemental dogs. So that's probably going to be the most time-consuming thing. The other thing I thought about, obviously I kept the save files for blue, yellow, and red that I did for my red playthrough. But I'm still going to have to restart some of those because, for example, like Kabutops. I got Kabutops and I can trade that over to the Gen 2 game, but I don't have the Kabuto. I'll have to go back and get another Kabuto. Like the previous versions of the evolution. Danny, right now I am at 36. I need 4 more levels. And marks, I have 34 marks. Actually getting a pretty healthy dose of them. Now, for those of you wondering, if it's like a barter thing, I'm not counting that as a shop. So, for example, to get the full Graceful set, I need to barter these tokens of agility for the actual set. So, for things like that, I'm not going to count it as a shop, or else that would just be a little too crazy. For shop, I'm talking about, like, you're buying item for gold from an NPC. So you think Crystal is better than Gold, Silver? Yeah, I'm really leaning towards Crystal, because like I said, when I was a kid, I've played both Silver and I played Gold. I never played Crystal, so I want a bit of a fresher experience, so I think I'm definitely going to be going with Crystal once I get around to doing the next Pokemon game. I need to figure out what I'm going to record next after the Professor Layton series. I'm actually thinking about starting back up on my Legend of Zelda series. So I've done the first 5 games, I think. Did the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I did A Link to the Past. I did Link's Awakening. Okay, so I've done 4. The next one is Ocarina of Time, which I'm really excited about. So I might actually do that next. I don't know. I haven't decided. I need to actually do Lord of the Rings online. I need to record the next season. Don't ignore me, mate. Dark Elf 609. I knew it were you, matey. Here, have some of the good old stuff. Alright, so he gave me a kebab and a beer. Okay, excellent. I'm actually going to hang on to that beer and the kebab. I think those are both quest items for something. Am I right about that? Am I wrong? Does anyone know if you use a beer or a kebab for a quest? I don't know why, but I have a gut feeling that you do. Beer is used for quests, says Strife. Yeah, I'll definitely bank this then, because I don't know where else I could get a beer if I can't buy it from a shop. So this might actually be a miracle that I got this. What's the weight on this? 0.55, 0.25. Might go deposit this because it might affect my run speed here. Yeah, let me finish the slap and then I'll go deposit these in the bank. Should be a bank around here. I don't know how much of a difference that extra weight makes, but just in case, let me deposit. Alright, let me move my little box. There you go. That way no one can see. Actually, I need to make it a little bigger. There you go. Alright, nice. I don't want any bank thieves around here. Alright, yeah, let me deposit these. I need to organize this bank at some point, too. For right now, I don't have that many items, so it doesn't matter too much. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. I'm still going the wrong way. I looked at the map and I'm still going the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I have no sense of direction. Guy's working on his fire making. By the way, guys, I think I'm gonna do a poll on this, but for the Shield of Arav quest, what do you guys think I should join? The Phoenix Gang or the Black Arm Gang? I think as a kid I always joined the Phoenix Gang. I don't think I was ever a Black Arm dog. Man, I keep falling. It's annoying. $37. We're almost there. Welcome everybody popping in the stream. I've reached a record 7 viewers. It's the most viewers I've ever had. There's 7 of you here, my god. It is my first stream, so I don't know. Now, right as I say that, you drop down to 5. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. This whole time I thought this was like an actual player, but he's an NPC. Designer of the 2013 Player Design Content Rooftop Agility Courses. Wow. I'm such an idiot. I really thought there was just some like bored player that was waving everybody go by. Oh god. Two falls in a row, man. Come on. Danny, are you still there? I was gonna ask you if you have any plans of going back to streaming at any point. Your streams were pretty fun. Yeah, fair enough. I understand that. It's crazy how consistent you have to be a successful streamer. I heard one streamer, like a really popular streamer, talking about how he's been streaming for years every single day, not one day off. And then one time he took 4 days off just to relax. He took just 4 days in a row off, and he said he lost 9,000 subscribers in those 4 days. That's absolutely insane to me. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, my main focus is the YouTube videos and content, and this streaming is basically just on the side. Mainly for the RuneScape series, because I mean, what else am I gonna do when I'm grinding skills like this? It doesn't make for riveting content if I put it into just a video by itself. But I also don't want to just skip over it and from one video to the next say, hey, by the way, I got 80 agility levels. It's nice to have it up somewhere. Yeah, that's right. They should have a pretty consistent schedule, I think. And if they're going to take off a day, I think it would be helpful to announce it ahead of time so people expect it. But it kind of blew my mind when he said that he took 4 days off for the first time in like 10 years. and lost 9,000 subscribers. It's a competitive space nowadays, the whole streaming thing. It's so competitive. You're still into the whole DBD thing, huh? I saw some gameplay for... I don't know what it's called, but it's based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Which, instead of having just one killer and a bunch of survivors, there's actually a team of killers against a team of survivors. And it actually looked pretty interesting and fun. Yeah, that game. I don't know what the actual title of it is, though. I always thought the whole asymmetric multiplayer thing was a good idea. I don't know who's done the best at it. I'm not a big fan of DBD, but they have the right idea. What do you mean invest more time in the online PvP? I thought that was the whole game, was online. Yeah, games like that definitely need to keep themselves fresh. I guess the best way to do it is with new killers, new types of survivors, new maps. I don't know, to me it got stale pretty fast. It started feeling repetitive. Says the guy that has been clicking the same little green boxes for almost 4 hours now. Yeah, it was pretty difficult managing the map as the killer, especially when the survivors would split up and you kind of had to go from corner to corner. Yeah, it's also hard to predict the players when you don't know much about them. Like, you find out their ranks only at the end of the game. But I think if you had that information up front, you could kind of predict them a little bit better. Like if you know a player was a noob, you can kind of anticipate his moves better. Or if you know they're a really expert player, you may be able to predict how they're going to play a little bit better as well. Well, the worst part about Survivor I always thought was every once in a while you had the AFKers, which is super annoying. I think there is still a lot of potential for those asymmetric type of games. There's so many ideas you could have with it. I know they have that Evolve game where you're like a monster. That's pretty cool. Maybe if they did like a prison guard against prisoners, that would be kind of fun, and you're trying to escape jail. I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities there in that market. Alright, 38. 2 more levels. You know, I've heard a lot about Payday, which is basically you're doing heists, right? I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I've never actually looked too much into it. Although I do like that idea overall of teaming up with people to pull off a heist. That's kind of cool. So you're not really playing against other players, you're playing with players against the clock. Is that right? Yeah, I don't know about doing GTA 5 online. That's a big project to chew on right now. I definitely do want to get the GTA series on my channel eventually, but those are big games to organize. It's like I said, on my channel, I don't like to just kind of blindly play through the games. I like to know exactly what I'm doing, research efficient methods, show off all the secrets and all that. So trying to plan something like that for a game as big as like GTA 4 or 5, it would take a lot of time and effort, which I do want to do eventually. I just can't right now because I got a lot else going on. Oh, okay, it's time. I think... Aren't they working on Payday 3? Or am I making that up? I thought there was supposed to be like a new Payday coming out. Or maybe just an update or something. 11 more laps until I get the next level. So that's probably, what, like 17 minutes? Okay, so they're working on Payday 3. I don't know, I would assume Payday 2 did well on sales because I hear about that game so much. It seems like it's popular, just from an outsider perspective. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna attack this imp. Because I'm still looking for the beads. For the imp catcher quest. And that guy teleported all the way in there, huh? Nothing. I feel like I was fighting him better with my fist than I was fighting them with the bronze dagger back in the episode 4 when I was farming those chickens. I don't know, maybe it was just luck. Yeah, no worries, Danny. Oh no, am I disconnecting again? Ah. Okay, I think we're back. What a disaster. I do apologize to everybody. This is my first live stream ever. I did expect a few problems, but not like this. Not like this. And so I think I may have fixed something here. There was a setting called Enable Auto Stop for these streams, meaning that if it didn't receive enough data over a period of time, it would automatically stop the stream. So I've switched that off. And I actually did that last time too, but it automatically turned back on. I don't know how. So I'm keeping an eye on that, making sure that's off. That way, if I do lose connection again, the stream won't end. It'll just wait for me to reconnect. Whenever I have been losing connection, it's only like 20 seconds or so, but YouTube just automatically ends the stream. So I apologize about that. I think this time it's fixed for real, though. It should not be an issue anymore. Probably what I'll do after the stream actually ends is I'll probably edit all the parts of this live stream together into one and upload it as a regular video. That way it's not broken up into 3 parts under live streams. What a pain, though. I can't apologize enough. Super annoying. Let me get my chat set up here. Gotta reset up everything. My God. Lost all the viewers, of course. It's only natural. It's only natural. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're back. Let me double check my stream settings. Enable auto stop is off. Very good. I think we're good. I also reset my actual internet connection. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Let me pin a message here to the chat. All right, let me pin the message. Okay, let's keep going here. 0 viewers. Great! Thank you, YouTube. You scumbag. Alright, so what am I doing here? I got 3 more laps. And then I should get to 39. And then I'll be 1 level away from the goal. We're still at 0 viewers, huh? None of you made your way back into the stream after it crashed a second time. I don't blame you. That's super annoying. And here I am, talking to myself as eternal punishment. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. It's a sad life. It's a sad life for a small YouTube streamer. With terrible internet connection, apparently. I really should figure out a way to Ethernet my connection in here. All right, we got one viewer in the chat back after the second crash. Whoever you are, welcome back in. You're the only person I'm talking to. All right, 39 agility. There's only one level left. Pretty nice. Man, I've been doing this for quite a while. Unfortunately, I don't know how long because the streams crashed and it resets the timer every time, so I don't know. But I don't think this is going to take too long now. It'll probably take, what, like 13 laps? So maybe 20 minutes? I think my agility plugin will calculate exactly how many laps I have left as soon as I complete one more lap here. Alright, so it looks like I need to do 15. And yeah, that should take a little over 20 minutes. We'll finally be done. All right, this should be my final lap. The final lap of the stream, which unfortunately turned into a 3-part stream because of my disconnect. But should be all right, should be all right. Getting my emote ready because we're going to cheer once I hit 40 here. This should be it. Yes, we did it. Level 40 agility. We're done with the grind for now. That's pretty exciting. Let me get a nice cheery emote here. We did it. 40. And then we also got 43 marks of grace, which is pretty exciting as well. So I do want to thank all of you who came out and supported the stream today. The first ever Renaissance Gaming stream. I do apologize about any of the issues we had with the disconnects. I'm sorry this turned into a 3-parter. I'll probably end up editing all 3 parts together and releasing it as a video, so that way the stream is not broken up. I don't like that. Yeah, thanks Strife. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the chats. I know a lot of the stream was just me clicking around, but whenever you guys talked to me and interacted, I had a lot of fun with that. And I don't know what else I have to say. I think next up, I'm probably going to do some quests here in Varrock and release that as just a regular episode. And then whenever I'm going to be doing more grinding, that's when I'll be doing more live streaming. So thanks again to everybody for watching. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you either on the next stream or the next video.